Should you have a cancellation policy in place for a one-off customer? That is a great question. I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, if you have a question, you can go to askahousecleaner.com. Right there in the corner is a blue button. When you click on that button, you can ask me a question right here at the show. Somebody called in and they asked this question.
Hi, Angela. I want to put a cancellation policy in place specifically for monthly customers. When a monthly customer cancels and can't or won't reschedule prior to their next cleaning, that's 2 months that go by without the house being clean. So, of course, that's a lot more work on the cleaning associate and a lot more time. So I just wanted to put something in place specifically for those customers, but I didn't know really how to word if they're unable to reschedule. Thanks for your help.
All right, should you have a cancellation policy in place for monthly clients? I'm going to call those one-off clients. Here's the reason why. If you have a monthly customer and you come back every month on the exact same day and they cancel on you, what if you're going to go 2 or 3 months and they're not going to reschedule and you said they're not giving you a time of when they want to reschedule? They're not a customer of yours anymore. They used your service as a one-off. They had you come clean and now they're gone. They've either gone on to another cleaning service or they've decided that cleaning is not in their budget or it's not in their priorities or whatever. But you cannot hold a slot for people that are not on your schedule. And so I don't like to have once a month customers because this happens a lot. It's not on their regular routine. So they forget that you're coming. And then it's easy for them to be out of town or they didn't put it in their budget this month or whatever. So if they're not a regular customer of yours, there's no sense having a cancellation policy in place. So what you can do when you do the initial walkthrough, if they say, I just want to be on your monthly schedule, you can say something up front that is establishing the expectations. Hey, listen, we do not like to reserve a spot on our calendar for once a month customers because it's not very regular. And oftentimes the customers will cancel or they forget. So if I do put you on my calendar and you cancel one time, what that means is 2 months is going to go by between our cleanings. And so if 2 months goes by, I can't hold your slot for you. There's no guarantee that on the second month that I will have an opening. I have to sell that time to someone else because we have employees that we got to put food on their table. I've got to guarantee them the work. Next of all, if 2 months goes by and there's no professional cleaning of your house in between, I'm going to need to do another walkthrough. So the prices that I've given you in the past are null and void. That means they're not applicable to this situation. You can't have, cancellations for 2 or 3 months and then hope that 3 or 4 months down the road, your pricing has stayed the same. That would be awesome if that were the case, but that's not a realistic expectation. So for realistic expectations, we want to say, listen, if you miss a month, you're no longer on our schedule. That is our cancellation policy. And that is going to encourage the people that are needing your service once a month to stay on with you. Oh yes, she's coming the first Tuesday of every month. Here's that Tuesday. If they agree to the once a month, put it on the schedule right now for the entire year so that you're selling 12 cleanings at one point. Here's a way to guarantee that they won't cancel on you and that you don't have to charge a special fee for them canceling. Let them pay for that 12 cleanings right up front. Let them pay for that in one lump sum or put that on an auto deposit where that comes out every single month, whether you show up or not, and make that part of the agreement. If I'm holding this spot for you for a whole entire month and we don't know if you're going to cancel or not, let's go ahead and pay for that right up front, and then we will reschedule at our convenience should you cancel. That way the customer's already paid for it. If they've already paid for it, there is a very small chance they're going to cancel. Because what happens is they're like, well, I've already paid for it. Why don't I just have them come at their convenience? And it might be the next day, it might be later in the afternoon, and they will work around your schedule instead of you working around theirs, right? So the cancellation policy is not, hey, I find myself in a bind because people are canceling on me over and over again, and there are these one-off customers where they're not guaranteeing us a slot for months on end. That is not a customer. That is just somebody that is stringing you along, okay? So what we recommend in this situation is consider them a one-off customer. And we give our clients the option, are you a one-off customer? What that means is you just need a cleaning one time. You don't need us every month. You just need us one time. Then what happens is you put them on a wait list. In the event that someone else in your system cancels, you can call that customer and say, hey, listen, it's been about a month since we've cleaned your house and I just had a cancellation. Would you like that slot? Now, they've already done a walkthrough with you. They've already met you. They've already agreed to your service. So there's no sense doing another walkthrough again if you can guarantee the same price. Assuming that everything is the same as it was before, the level of tidiness in the home and the same number of people that live in the home and the way the home was before, we can offer the same or a similar price. If we get there and things have changed and now it's super cluttered and you're going through this massive home renovation and elder parents have moved in or you got new dogs or whatever, there might be other things that would increase the price. And so that would have to be a contingency. Hey, we can come to your house and we can clean. We may have to give you a new price based on home changes since we've been there last. But there are a lot of customers that will go on a one-off waiting list knowing that, hey, we already know, like, and trust you. We just can't really afford to put you on our schedule right now on a regular basis. So there are two ways of doing that, but I would not charge a monthly customer a cancellation fee unless you have established upfront what the rules of your business are. Because no one is going to hire you knowing that here's the price you quoted me, and then you're going to tack on another 50% of the job because I canceled in between the last two cleanings. People are not going to do that. It's just easier to find another cleaning company. So if you are going to be left in limbo, be left in limbo right up front, knowing what the rules and the regulations are, so the customer is not surprised, so you're not surprised, and so you don't hold slots for people that are never coming back. All right, I hope that helps a little bit. If it does and you have questions, leave those in the notes below. If you want to set clear expectations with your customers so that things like this never happen again, I've left a series of playlists up here that I do not want you to miss because I've spent a lot of time inside cleaning companies trying to navigate these waters so you don't have to. All right, until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.